remember that we were talking about some different kind of annotation, and this annotation was related with VDM, right? Correct. All these annotation was uh, related with VDM. So in VDM that we understood that in VDM that concept was nothing but it was the concept of virtual data model, right? Who is pinging me? Hi, Pankaj. Okay, fine. So no problem. Okay, so um, so the virtual data model, we understood that why the virtual data model is required. So the first point, the very first point is that it's a very easy to understand. The second is it's reusable, right? And the third point you can see over here, the data model you can use anywhere, right? In analytics, UI5 or Fury. And from performance point of view, also it's a good. In fact, it's a very good because it uses the ultimately CDS view, and CDS runs at the DB layer. We all know about this fact, right? So that's the reason it's going to be very fast, right? Then another biggest advantage is that we don't have to worry about the right. We don't have to worry about the transport management stuff, right? It's very easy to manage the transport here. The region behind the CDS, it's based upon the CDS, and CDS is also easy to, you know, it's a very easy to manage the CDS. That's why this is also very easy to manage. Okay. Okay, fine. So you saw that in VDM we are having three kinds of VDM, right? One is basic CDS, another is composite CDS view, and here in the consumption view. So in basic CDS, like it's going to mainly deal with the database table, and when we come to this composite CDS view, it's going to deal with database table as well as the basic view also. So it's mainly based upon the basic CDS view. So basic CDS view is based upon the DB database, okay, and the composite CDS view is based upon the basic CDS view, and the consumption view is based upon the composite CDS view. So in consumption view we are going to use the composite CDS view, or even we can use this basic CDS as well over there in the consumption view. Okay, so these are the things, these are the theoretical part we have seen in our last class. Okay, now let's go to the another slides, and here I have explained some very important annotation for that basic VDM. You have to use the VDM dot view type colon basic, okay, and the analytics dot data category equals to fact. So this we have to use for the basic CDS view, that means basic VDM, okay. And when we are going to use a composite VDM, okay, composite CDS, that means composite VDM. So VDM is nothing but CDS only, okay. VDM is nothing but CDS only. When we are going to apply some special annotation, it becomes the VDM. When we follow some particular steps, particular annotation, it becomes the VDM. So here in composite VDM, you can see at the rate VDM dot view type colon composite, and at the rate analytics dot data category colon cube. This is going to become the composite view. Again, when we come to the consumption view, the view type is consumption, and the second annotation that at the rate analytics dot query colon true. So if the view type is consumption and this query is equal to true, then it's going to become the consumption view. So today we will see the practical example, all right? And these all the view are mainly for the transaction data. Here what we are able to see, if you see another, we are having two different kind of also, for the master data we are having the dimension and we are having the text also. So with respect to master data, okay, we are having the dimension and we are having the text. Here you can see the dimension VDM and we are having the text VDM. We can understand, like when we are going to use the master data, we can use this annotation in our CDS. Okay, and in that CDS, here you can see the view type is basic and analytics dot data category is dimension. So it's nothing but your for the master data, when you are going to use the master data, in that case, here you can see that when you are having the transaction data, we are using the VDM dot view type is composite and analytics dot data category cube. But when we are having the master data, then analytics dot data category for the same basic view, we have to use the dimension because we are going to use the master data, right? Dimension, we are going to see the different aspect of any particular query, okay, any particular attribute, any particular fact, right? So that's why it's there. Text also, here view type is basic and analytics dot data category text. All these things we have seen in detail in our last class. Here, right, if you remember that for this based upon these three, like this VBAK table, VBAP table and LIPS table, these three basic view, we have given some example, like three basic view have been created, and based upon this three basic view, we have created this composite view, and based upon this composite view, we are supposed to create this consumption view, that we will see in our today's class how we are going to do that. Okay, and here, like you can see that usage dot service quality and object model, usage type, size category, all these things, right? In detail we have seen what's the meaning of this service quality, what's the meaning of size category, what's the meaning of data class, right? So these are the things actually we are supposed to use when we are going to use this composite view. Okay, so in the composite view means anything related with VDM, if you are going to do, if you are going to use this one, it's going to improve the performance. Okay, because the system will able to identify with help of our annotation that what kind of uh, type where it's going to be used, what kinds of service we are going to use this particular VDM, what kind of usage type is going to be defined over here. So we are going the hint to the system, and system is based upon this will going to take the decision, and then the system has to do less work, and by the this way we are able to instruct the system to improve the performance. Okay, so here the meaning of this service quality can have the four parameter, right? Five parameter in fact, A, B, C, D, X. A, meaning of A means we have seen like when we have to process the high amount of data, B means medium size of data, C means less data, and D means analytical report, X means push down the application code to HANA layer, right? A, B, C, D, X. Then the size category we have seen, there are five size category again, right? S, M, S for small, M for medium, large, extra large, and double XL. So S means maximum up to 1000 records. This is for 1 lakh record, and similarly we have it's already predefined this particular things, SML. So maximum how many records it can be there, right? Then the object model dot usage type dot data class, right? We have like what kind of data we are going to use, that's we have to mention over here. So these are the important annotation. Let's go ahead, and in today's class what we will see that we will create some live example, okay, for basic view, okay, and we will see how we are going to do that. Okay, so right click over here and click on this new data definition, and we can give Z MB, and the name of the basic view we can give whatever, you know, whatever the meaningful some name we are going to give over there, and we will create, you know, we will create first basic view, then we will create the composite view. So our first intention is to create the basic view. So MB for morning batch, then VDM, and then basic view. And in this basic view, what actually we are going to do, that we are going to get the data from our very, you know, most frequently many times we have used the table, so-called sales order table, right? But in like, you know, in VBAK table I don't have the data over here, so just I'm going to use the table given for practice by SAP SNWD table, right? We have seen in a beginning about the SNWD table in our, like when we were developing the you know, uh, attribute view, analytical view, right, calculation view, such kind of stuff. Or uh, uh, like in previous example we have seen open item analysis, right? Open item analysis scenario we have built based upon those tables. So I'm going to use the table. I don't have you know, BBAK table over here, so I'm just going to use that table over there. Okay, so ZMB underscore VDM underscore basic one maybe we can give. And as I told you that all the basic uh, when we are going to create the basic view, it's the naming convention for the basic view to start with, you know, I. Okay, so here we can start with I, ZI. Okay, ZI underscore MB underscore VDM underscore basic. So this is my basic one. So I will create some two basic view, and then I will go and create the composite view. Okay, so and that composite view we will use in our, that composite view we will use as in our BIBW application, right? Our work is to create the view and to give that particular view to BIBW folks. Okay, so basic view one, right? And this basic view we are going to create based on the table called SNWD underscore SO, sales order, right? This is the table which we are going to use. Okay, click on this next and click on this next, and we are going to use the first one. Okay, just a template I require, and here some SQL view name we are going to give. So any SQL view name we can give over here. Maybe I'm just going to give JDI and basic one, something like that. So JDI basic one, this I have given. This is the basic view, and I stands for, you know, the naming convention for the basic view. And the table which I'm going to use over here, okay, the SNWD underscore SO table. Okay, so here SNWD underscore SO, and let's get some field from this SNWD underscore SO, and the field we can start with the key, right? And the first field what we can get, the node underscore key. You know that node underscore key is the field. Maybe I can show you once again SNWD, the table which I'm going to use here frequently. So go to the, it's not opening. Okay, it's getting opened now. Okay, login, press enter, come over here, /n SC11. So already I have created the data, you know how to create the data, right? /o SEPM underscore DG. So all these things we have seen in our last classes, right? Last two means the classes when we were creating, when we were developing the open item analysis scenario, right? How to create the data in EPM model. So if you want to create some data for sales order and purchaser, you can go to this transaction, right? EPM underscore DG, and here you can create the as many as records you want, 1,000, 2,000 lakhs, many records you can create it. Okay, so that's why I have used this one. Okay, so come over here, SNWD. I have created some 5 or 10 records, something like that. Click on this display and go to the content, and you can see the number of records, how many I have. So 60,000 records. I think someone has created more because last week I have created only the 5 records. Okay, but here I can see the 60,000 records is there. That means some another person has created the record, right? So you can see these are the records has been created by some another person. So no worries. Okay, so this is the node key. This is the key field for this particular SNWD underscore, this SO underscore uh, sorry, this node key is the key field you can see for this SNWD underscore SO, and we are going to use another table SND underscore SO underscore I. This table I'm going to use. So our goal is, you know, to find the total price of the sales order, right? Based upon sales order wise, we have to find out the total price with the help of composite view. Okay, so we will see that how we are going to do, how we are going to achieve this requirement in composite view. Okay, why we are going to use a composite view? Because that can be used in BI or BW also. Okay, in basic view also we can get the price and everything, but the thing is, you know, you will not be able to use this basic view in your BI and BW. So that's the main purpose actually, you know, of the VDM. You can use in analytics, you can use in, you can use in Fury, you can use in EY5, you can use, you know, means at various places you can use with the help of VDM. With the help of directly CDS, you won't be able to use. Okay, fine. So now this is a sales order item, and for this sales order item, this here node underscore key is the, you know, node underscore key is the main key, right? Key field, and the parent underscore key is the field. This is the field parent underscore key. Based upon this field, we are going to do the join with SNWD underscore SO. So actually, you know, I'm just, I will, this is our table uh, SNWD underscore SO table, and here you are having the key field, as you know, uh, node underscore key. Okay, this is the key field, and when you go to the SNWD underscore SO underscore I, here you have the node underscore key. Okay, node underscore key and the parent underscore key. Okay, so this is the thing you have, and the means the joining relationship, the table between SNWD underscore SO and SNWD underscore SO underscore item, that relationship can be defined based upon, just let me give some color over here. Okay, and I will put some outline, some size, let me give. Yeah, so this parent key and the node key of this SNWD underscore SO is equal to the parent key of this SNWD underscore SO underscore I. So with the help of this, you know, this key, parent underscore key, and this node underscore key, we are going to, you know, use the relationship, right? So for this foreign parent underscore key is the foreign key over here, right? And this is the primary key in SO. So check table relationship is already there. Okay, so we are going to use this one. Fine, save it. And so you understood the relationship. Now we can go over here and let's start writing our query over here. So node underscore key, I'm just going to select from here. And another field what you can also select that and maybe you can give some alias over here. So uh, or node underscore key as node underscore key or something else also you can give, or leave it not required. We will see. Let it be like node key only. And here again we can give some key. After this we can give the SOID, means whatever the value we are going to take from there, just I'm trying to give over here. So SOID, let it keep like that only. And then also what you can do that here, like we can give some alias over here if you want, right? Z1 MB VDM basic. So this is the sales order header table. So maybe you the alias over there, and this alias we can use, right? SOH. And here the SOH dot, I just want to uh, get some field changed by. So just select this changed by, and I'm going to give here some alias changed underscore by, or simply changed by also we can keep it. Then SOH dot billing status, we can field, we can get this field. So even you can press control space and you can get some field from here. So billing status, just I'm taking as, you know, and I can write SO billing status as alias field. SO billing status, anything we can take. Okay, and then again some quantity based field we can take, right? So that we can use in another view. So gross amount, this we can select, shift enter, equal as we can give, and then total gross amount, something like that. We can total gross amount, because we are going to select from the header table, so that's why I'm just writing total gross amount. And then SOH dot SOH dot the currency code. Okay, this we will use for our semantic annotation. So that's why I'm just using this currency code. Okay, as the SO underscore currency underscore code. So that's it. It's fine, I think, and everything looks good over here. Just save it. Simple. You can add as many as field you want. Okay, as many as field you want you can add. There is no limitation. Just activate this one, and it got activated now, right? I'm going to create another view, one more basic view. Okay, one more basic view, so that these two basic view I can use. And you can see here in this basic view I have used the database table, right? I have used the database table. Okay, I click over here, new data definition, and come over here, and then JDI, I'm going to create another view. Okay, and the another view name also you can keep it something like the same, just same. Just here I'm just going to take two. Okay, and here we are going to get the data from the sales order item table, snwd underscore so underscore I table. Okay, so uh, basic view to get the data from item table. Okay, so not all the data from item table we are going to get. We are going to put the join. Okay, we are going to put the join, but here we are going to use the association, because association is close to conceptual thinking, and association we can use in our analytics, we can use in our yeah, we can use in our OData services, we can use in our Fury apps, right? UI5 app. So that's why association we are going to use, right? So go next, next, and maybe view with association, let's select, and that's it. And here we are just we will copy the name from here, data underscore basic, and the same name I'm just going to use over here with 2. Okay, Z basic 1 it was there, Z basic 2. Okay, so similar name, not same name, actually similar kind of name I'm just using, and come over here, then you can see that. But for the basic view, one thing here what we missed, that we have to use some important annotation in order to make it basic view. Okay, so what we have to use, that annotation, you know, that come over here, and we can give the annotation that at the rate, if you remember, the VDM dot, right, view type, and view type colon the basic hash you have to use, and in capital you have to use the basic. That's it. Another annotation which we have seen that we are supposed to use at the rate, because we are going to use in analytics, right? So analytics, after this analytics we can give the data category colon, and the data category, what data category, the fact. So these you remember that we have I have told you these are the important these are the important annotation we are supposed to use. So maybe I can copy this one directly over here, right? I can directly copy and I can directly use it over here. So already I have given these two, right? So this I can just copy it and I can use it over here. Okay, control V, and object model dot usage type dot service quality. Here generally we are going to use the B, value B we are going to use. Okay, value B we are going to use, and the usage type dot size category. Here what we can use, it all depends, XL or L, maybe you can use the L, large size, or medium size also it can be used. But because you know it's analytics, so even you can keep XL or double XL also, because in analytics we are having the large amount of data, right? Now this is fine. Data class, so in data class we can use what data class we have. So here it's the type of data which we are having currently, it's a transactional data, right? So you can use a transactional over here. So let's start with hash and we can use the transactional. Okay, so you can see over here that this hash check, hash basic, hash fact, hash b, hash l, this is how we are going to declare the value, right? So this is a kind of, you know, constant value. This is a kind of literal, so we are just appending the hash over here. But here the true, it's a kind of variable, you know, that's why we don't have to give the hash over here. Just save it and activate this one. Okay, good. Now once again we can activate, it's fine, it got activated. Come over here, and here also we can use the same annotation. Just let me copy this. Okay, and we'll just change the value over here. Okay, control V, instead of basic, sorry, this is the basic again. This what we are creating the basic again, right? So the same we will keep the annotation. The name of the view is this. I select from snwd underscore snwd underscore so underscore I. We're just going to give this table, and we're selecting from this table, and association with what? Association, we are going to do the association with this particular CDS view. So we can, the name of the CDS view is the same, right? So we can give over here the name. Instead of 2, it's a 1 over here, so just I'm going to use 1 now as association name. So association name you can define over here that what kind of association you want to use based upon any significance, any meaningful name you can define over here. So you can see this is the sales order header, right? Table. The data here in first VDM basic we have fetched from the sales order header table. So underscore so it just I'm giving over here, and here data source name. Data source name is nothing but this one, right? snwd underscore so underscore I. Or what you can do here also, you can use the dollar projection. Okay, you can use the dollar projection. Okay, so I mean to say this one, you can use the dollar projection also, or you can directly use this snwd underscore si underscore I. Okay, directly you can copy this one and you can remove this one. So this means earlier how we are using the same way we can use over here. So I want to show you how you can use this dollar projection. But dollar projection will consider only those fields which you are going to consider inside this key elements inside in this entity, inside this element list, right? Here whatever you are going to give, that only it's going to consider. So let's define some field over here, right? So from the SOI, right, from snwd underscore so underscore I, we can give some field over here, some alias SOI, something like that. And in SOI, let me start with key. Better, it's a best practice to define some key first. Though it's not mandatory, but semantically it will give the benefit. So parent key, right? Just I'm going to use SOI dot parent underscore key as parent key. Then key, second field, I'm just going to get from SOI. If you want to see all the available key, control space you can do. And another field I can select from the this product underscore GUID field. Okay, from this snwd underscore so underscore I table, right? From this I can select alias is so underscore I, SOI, so just I'm using this one. Product GUID, as we can give the product GUID, same name we can keep. Then key, I think 2 field is sufficient, and then again we can go for one thing I'm missing, in fact parent key we have given over here. And in the sales order item table, you are having the line item also. So what line item? This is the line item SO item position. Okay, this is the line item. So this line item actually also will have to use to differentiate the item. Okay, so let's copy this one, and I'm going to use this as a key over here. Control V, as we can give some name over here like sales document, sales document item we can give. And here product GUID, for this product key is not required, it's fine without key also. And then another field what we can get some like in from item table also we can get some field like some based upon like price field, some price means currency and quantity field, we can get it from here. So SOI dot gross amount, right? This field we can get as item. We can write it like something like item gross amount, right? We can, or gross cost, give the comma, and SOI dot another field. Here you have to select the currency code, like in which currency code you are going to use this one. So as currency underscore code, give the comma, and then once again SOI dot net underscore amount also we can use, right? Item wise amount. We can give some alias item, some meaningful alias if we're going to give. That's the beauty of alias, that we can give some meaningful name. Okay, and maybe also you can select the tax amount. Tax amount is also one field. Tax amount, this one, and as we can give item wise tax or per item tax. So that's it. And the association name we can give over here. This association we are defining over here underscore SOH. So we can give, this is the, you know, exposed association. We are not going to use directly over here, but if it is required in the application, we can use it. Okay, and now dollar projection. So out of this field, you know, so which is the data source? Data source is this SNWD underscore SO underscore I, and from this table, SOI table, what are the fields we have used? Product guide, gross amount, currency code. So out of these three fields, you can use over here any field which is suitable. So target element name, right? And the, so the common field. So here we can use the parent key, right? In the item table, parent key, just we have seen that parent key, and here the node key, right? Here it's a node key from the main table. Okay, so node key and association name, of course we have to give the association name. So what's the name of on projection, and underscore SOH, right? Underscore SOH. That's it, and it looks good now. See the warning, what it is showing. That's cardinality 1 of association underscore SOH does not match to the on condition. Okay, that's fine. We can ignore it, you know. In fact, let's give 1 dot dot 1. Okay, because for each and every item in the source order item table, you know, it can be, it can have the 0, you know, it can have maximum 1 or minimum 1. This is the correct cardinality 1 to 1, because in sales order item table for this node key, right, we are going to have maximum 1 in the header table and minimum also 1 must be there, because there is a reference relationship, right? Check table relationship for this parent key on the sales order header table, right? On the sales order item table parent key. I can see, show you that also. You can go here for this sales order item table. You can see for this parent key, if you come over here, input help check, right? You can see the check table SNWD underscore SO for this parent underscore key. This is the check table over here, right? SNWD underscore SO. That's why that is the correct cardinality. Okay, now we check. Now it is still telling cardinality 1 of association. Let me save it and we will see that if it still shows the same error, just save it and same warning. Cardinality 1 of, okay, cardinality 1 of association underscore SOH does not match on to the on condition. Let me see why it's telling like this, because for sales order item association it's fine. 1.1 to JDMB underscore minimum 1 and maximum 1, that is also true. That's true. Okay, that warning, as per my understanding, it should not come because now the cardinality is correct. Okay, now the cardinality looks good to me for this parent key, and this is the node key. From projection, we are getting the parent key, right? This is the parent key from the sales order item, right? And for each sales order item, uh, parent key, we can have, you know, uh, dollar projection dot parent key underscore soh dot node key. Okay, let it be like this only. We will see if it creates some problem. I don't think it's just giving the warning. Okay, but here cardinality one of association underscore soh does not match to the on condition. Generally such kind of warning comes when we are going to use the wrong association. Okay, when we are going to use the wrong association, then such kind of warning come over here. Okay, but here it looks good to me, you know. Let me cross check once again. Define view, it looks good. And then we are selecting the data from snd underscore s underscore I. Then we are giving this particular alias, then association to, okay, 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 something here, you know. This is actually I'm using the view, it's not the table. Okay, it's not the table, I'm using this view over here. That's the problem. Okay, that's the problem, that's why this warning was coming. So in basic view, we are supposed to use the table, database table as per standard. Okay, so the snwd underscore so, right, this is the table, and as soon as I have used this one, right, now it's corrected. I was thinking that I have used over here snwd underscore so, but in fact I was using, you know, the basic view, and that's why the system was giving that particular uh, warning. Now there is no warning, find everything, activate this one. Okay, so we have created this also, right? If you want to see the data preview, press F8, you can see the data preview, how the data is coming. There are lot of data is there in this table, you know, 60,000 something like that. You can see 3,52,838 in this item table, and in the header table, if you press F8, I think it's already activated, so press F8, and you can see here something it was, right, 60,000 something like that, 60,005. So 5 records mine, and some people else has created some 60,000 records. That's why the 60,005 records is coming over here. Fine, good. So two basic view successfully we have created. Now we are going to create the composite view, and then we will see how we can use the composite view in the BI and BW. Okay, that we will see over here. So activate once again. I have just done some modification over here, removed some space, right click over here, new data definition, and in the new data definition, what we are going to do, we are going to create the composite view. So when we are going to create the composite view, for this what we'll have to do, let's create some good naming convention. For composite view also, you know, JDI only we are supposed to use, but ZI also I will use, and CO also I will use for my own understanding. So composite view, and composite view is based upon header table and item table, right? So ZI underscore CO underscore, and this composite view I'm creating for the sales scenario. Okay, so maybe uh, 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 ZI, and I will keep morning batch and something like sales demo. Okay, so here we'll give the description composite view on basic view 1 and basic view 2. Based up using this basic view 1 and basic view 2, we are going to create this composite view. Click on this next button, click on this finish, come over here, and we'll go step by step over here. Okay, so what we are going to do that first, let us give the annotation properly, and then we will see here in defined condition what we'll have to do. Okay, so here the view type is composite and the data category Q we are supposed to use. So let's go to the slides, and from there we will directly copy. Okay, come over here, and here you can see for the composite view these two annotation we have to use. We just copy this and paste it over here. Has composite give and has give, already it's there. Fine. Then another annotation we can use is this one. Copy this, this one we can use another annotation. So paste it over here. So service category generally we choose B, right? Remove others. Just I'm using B, and then give the column size category, give the column over here also, and here also we are going to give the column. So the size category is Excel, maybe we can use over here, and the data class we can use the transactional, and before each we have to give the hash. Okay, because these are literals, these are the constant, so we have to use the hash over here. So transactional I have just used. Then now define view, this view we are going to define. Okay, I select from the two basic view we are having, right? We are having the two basic view, just this one basic one